In this video, I would like to talk with you about flipping services on Fiverr and other platforms. First of all, what exactly is flipping? Flipping is a very simple process of buying and selling services. So let's, for instance, say you are a company and you go to a designer and you offer this designer, let's say $200 for a logo. Now, of course, if the designer does the work himself, then of course he makes $200 on that job. But if, for instance, this designer has a co-worker that he pays, let's say $20 to do that design, then of course, in this case, this designer made a profit of $180 and the person that he employed basically made $20 and he didn't have to spend any time on that job. And this is a so-called service flipping technique. You can flip services by hiring people which do the work that you're supposed to do for a much lower amount. So it's just like you're hiring a person that sits next to you, does the work, but you do it digitally. So you don't necessarily have to hire someone in your own country. You don't have to hire this person and let this person sit right in front of you or right beside you and work together with you. You can hire this person at let's say the other side of the world, let's say somewhere in, let's say, Southeast Asia or maybe in Eastern Europe or any place where, for instance, people don't really charge a lot of money for services, and you take the prices that, for instance, you're charging in the West, let's say $200 for a logo, and you outsource that to a person that does the same work for a much lower amount of money. And of course, you can't just only do that on Fiverr, you can do that on a lot of different kinds of platforms. What I want to talk with you about here now in this video is I want to show you how to find jobs on other platforms that pay you more than people charge on Fiverr. So you can build a business around Fiverr without having to hire any people. Like, you don't necessarily have to hire any person full-time in your country. You can just pay them on a freelancing basis. I will show you how to scale your business, your Fiverr business, by working together with other people, by using that flipping strategy. And I would like to show you how to make more money and how to save time by doing that. Because of course, your time is limited. You only have 24 hours in a day. There's no way how you can work, let's say 20 or 22 hours for every single day for years and years to come. This is not healthy. This is not what you should do. You should rather grow by working together with other people, by hiring them on a freelancing basis. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at two things. We're going to have a look at how to get more jobs to you on Fiverr, so how to make more money on Fiverr, how to use Fiverr as a payment processor, but also we're going to have a look, and this is the second thing that I want to have a look with you at, we're going to have a look at platforms where you can get jobs which, for instance, let's say cost you where you, for instance, make, let's say, $200 on a logo, and then you look for someone on Fiverr who does it for a much lower amount and thus generate a profit. So these are the two things that we're going to have a look at here in this chapter. This is only for someone who already has maxed out their own time. So for instance, if you still got time, if you think that you can still work, if you're not full with jobs, then of course I would recommend to first of all really focus on that, try to make as much money as possible by working on jobs for other clients. But if you have so many jobs coming in that you just simply cannot work on all of them anymore, then of course it makes sense to hire someone or to work together with someone on a freelancing basis who will do these jobs for you and to then use that flipping strategy. All right, that was it now here for this introduction. Now let's get started with this chapter.